Okay, the bottom feeder in the NFC East is the Washington Commanders. One of their biggest moves this offseason was adding Eric Bieniemy as offensive coordinator now. But the defense, really, it all starts and ends with the defense for them. It's good. It's top 10 in the league good. That D-line, probably top 5, maybe even top 3 in the league. They were, I believe right here, 7th in opponent points per game last year, led the NFL in third down conversion percentage rate. And if you could add Chase Young back to this D-line, which already has Daron Payne and Montez Sweat and Jonathan Allen, you're looking at, if he stays and he plays this year, you have 4 first-rounders along that D-line. The defense is good in Washington, but all the questions are going to surround Sam Howell and whether or not the decision to really put your trust in him this season could end a lot of careers in Washington, or at least change a lot of lives in Washington if things don't go as they're hoping.
Yeah, I don't think Washington is with the defense that they have, I don't think they can be a terrible, terrible team. I think if Sam Howell's okay, I think he has a very good receiver, a very good weapon in Scary Terry.
Oh, Terry's great.
Yeah, one of the best in the league. I do think that with the defense they have, if Howell's okay, which I think he will be.
Do you like Howell?
Yeah, I do. I like him coming out of UNC. I like Howell.
I mean, at one point, people thought this guy would be the number 1 pick in the draft.
Yeah. I mean, I like him coming out of school.
Which, even if it was a little crazy, like, even if you're being mocked number 1 or first rounder, like Sam Howell has talent.
No, he does for sure. But we saw it when he was in college. He's a good quarterback. I think this could be a wild card team, right where they were last year. And again, they did something the Giants couldn't do. They went on the road to Philadelphia, won that game.
With Taylor Heineke, though.
But
I love Heineke.
I'm saying if Howell's okay, and you have a top 10 defense in football, this is a team who could reach the postseason.
Yeah, and I don't want to make it sound like Taylor Heineke is,
right? Yeah,
he's good, but Howell could be better.
I don't think it's crazy to say Howell could be just as good as Heineke.
Yeah, he could be better. Ziggy, what do you think of the Commanders?
I'm at least excited to see Ron Rivera doing something a little bit different. Now, I get that Taylor Heineke and Jacoby Brissett and Sam Howell aren't exactly the most exciting guys to be competing for a starting job. But they've been running it with so many retreads or older guys or whatever that it's nice to see someone new step in, right? You look at the Ron Rivera era, and you're getting Alex Smith and Mark Sanchez, Case Keenum and Colt McCoy, Kyle Allen, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Heineke started a lot of games last year. Carson Wentz. You're seeing just these retread quarterbacks come in and continue to start for them because Rivera's trying to keep things afloat with a good defense. That doesn't work. So at least finally, they're bringing in some fresh blood. They're saying, okay, what Sam Howell, maybe we've got something. Let's at least see what you've got. And who knows, maybe he will be good. I don't think the defense is going to be enough to keep this team afloat. I think that if things go bad at the quarterback position, you could be looking at a shinier quarterback starting for them next year. Maybe a little Caleb Williams, Drake May, Quinn Ewers.
You got to be real. They have to be really. I don't think they're as bad as a lot of the bottom feeders in other divisions. If you go around, the Cardinals.
I think it could quickly go that bad though. You've got a bad offensive line with a rookie quarterback. Chase Young, maybe he comes back, but he wants out. A defensive line can't carry a team to win. That's just not how it works in the NFL.
Washington does have disaster potential,
but I think Howell has to be so bad to be a disaster.
He could be. He was a fifth round. While he was projected to be a first round pick at one point, we do have to remember there's a reason he was a 5th round pick.
Well, UNC also stunk.
Yeah,
but it didn't
are you that confident? I'm not confident, Howell.
I think he's going to be okay.
I think
he has to really be awful for them to really be that bad.
I will say this too. If you strip quarterback from the Giants and the Commanders have a better roster than the Giants.
Yeah, I agree.
So, that team is better suited for Howell around them than Daniel Jones has talent-wise. But we'll see, because, if Howell's bad, that team could get ugly in Washington.
I mean, it is nice for a young guy like Howell to now you bring in a Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Someone who people have wondered why he hasn't been a head coach for years.
Which obviously can't hurt him. That can only help him, so.
We'll see the Bieniemy effect.
I mean, there is at least one reason to be excited about Howell, right? Even though after they were eliminated from playoff contention, right, there was that game against the Cowboys last year. he wasn't exciting in that one game he started, but it was 170 yards, a passing, a rushing touchdown. They won I think 26-6. It was a stomp of the Cowboys. They won a game.
Yeah, it's just fun to have, like you said, when there's not much going off of a former quarterback, not much tape, you really don't know what you're going to get. That's exciting because he could be really good. He could also implode. But with Carson Wentz, we kind of knew he's likely not going to recapture what he had. Kyle Allen, we knew he wasn't going to.
I might even say that the Commanders coming into this season are the dark horse, and the Giants are they're the worst team in the division.
I mean, you're talking yourself. Yeah, you've been talking yourself into this. I mean, throughout this segment.
I know it's a different quarterback. For sure, I'm not going to overlook that. But the Commanders beat Dak Prescott by 20 points. They went on the road to Philadelphia and won that game at night. What were they, 12-0, and they lost to the Commanders?
I kind of like this take. They are a dark horse. You don't know what how's going to be.
They tied the Giants. What? How are the Giants much better than the Commanders? I think the Commanders might be better.
I kind of like that take. Do you dislike that, Ziggy? Strongly?
And the Giants lost at home to Dallas's backup. Washington murdered their starter.
I'd still think the Giants are a little better because I trust Jones a lot more, but I don't mind that.
I don't know if the Giants are better.
Again, I think if Sam Howell can play well enough that Jahan Dotson and Scary Terry are able to actually do something, then I think this team could be better.
Right,
honestly, I'm super bearish on both these teams. I would not be surprised to see both these teams picking in the top 10, but at least Washington won't have Daniel Jones signed to a terrible deal.
Giants picking in the top 10. I mean, that's a take. That people will not be happy about that.
But I don't know if I'd be shocked either. I could see them coming in fourth in their division.
Giants fans are going to be pissed.